Alrighty, welcome to Trans Talk with Kai, where I interview other trans people about their experiences and their pros and cons, trials and tribulation to their transition. I hope this will be a good learning experience, and even if you don't learn, I hope you just enjoy. So come catch a vibe, and yeah, let's get it. Hi,
Hey, morning. How are you?
I'm good. I was about to say morning. I forgot we're in different time zones. Okay, so yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is our first interactive interview. This is
Yeah,
exciting.
it is.
I can't remember which questions did I not ask you. Hold on. I got a lot of stuff right now in this little notepad. Very messily organized. That is not a word.
It's good enough for me. I'm good with it.
I'm about
I
to
think
say, you know what I meant?
yeah, exactly.
Close enough.
The point is language is supposed to communicate, and as long as I understand what you're saying, it doesn't matter too much.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you for participating. Welcome to Trans Talk with Kai. And oh yeah, I forgot to say my guest today.
Cora Howell.
Yay, yay. You are so far the only woman that I have
Yeah.
on the channel. Hopefully we're gonna change that soon. I've reached out to a few more, so fingers crossed they get back. But yeah, so we did your intro and discussed, the hows and when. Next couple of questions are a bit more personal.
Okay.
Little more adultish.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I lost my notes, so I'm just gonna freestyle it. Cause yeah, I don't know what I did with the second set of notes. But basically, um, you do have a partner, right?
Yeah, I have two actually, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm
poly
poly.
love.
Yeah, exactly. I have
Oh,
a partner who's moving actually here in with me coming up next couple months, and she's moving from Alabama. She's a trans woman moving away from Alabama. Go figure. So
nice.
yeah.
Okay. Well, did you know both of your partners pre-transition, or did you meet
No,
both of them after?
I met both of them after. I was actually married pre-transition, believe it or not. So
So then I doubt that your transition would have necessarily affected your relationship. But do you feel like your transition has affected your approach to dating or like your romantic life anyway?
I think it's made me more confident, honestly. When I talk to my partners and everything, they couldn't believe that I was unconfident before, that I couldn't actually talk to people, that I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm still a complete nerd, but I can actually just go up to random people and have a conversation now. And I don't feel awkward or different. I just I'm me. And I think that authenticity comes across. So that's how it probably changed my dating more than anything. When I go out, I don't actually hold back anymore. I don't feel like I need to.
Okay, okay. I can dig that. We love those vibes. Okay. Um, if you're a pre-op, do you plan on having any surgeries?
I'm actually post-op, believe it or not. So I'm actually going in for my 1 year appointment coming up here. So
Oh,
uh
nice.
yeah. It's been an awesome last year, kind of fully getting recovered, and this is the first year I kind of feel like I can exist. So
Hey.
yeah.
So, what surgeries did you have to have? Because
I
not gonna lie, I know pretty much nothing about the trans experience from the female side. So teach
so
me.
Yeah, like all I've had is a vaginoplasty, which is like you can technically get a secondary one. There's two general ones that you can do for bottom surgery, which is vaginoplasty and labiaplasty. I had a vaginoplasty, which is like the first one. It gives you everything like 95% of the way there. But if you want to make it pretty, you can have a labiaplasty. So I was like, that's another like lot of money that I don't really want to spend, and it looks fine to me. And my partners don't see any difference. So what's the point? I For me, it was just this amazing affirming experience. I was so relaxed going into it that I fell asleep before I even got anesthesiology done to me. And I like passed out, and they had to wake me up to make sure I was okay before my surgery started. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was just taking a nap. I was bored. So, um, but yeah, I had a vaginoplasty, and that's it. The rest of this is hormones, actually. So
Cool.
yeah.
Go you.
Yeah, exactly. I think the only other thing that I've done besides hormones and that surgery, I've done laser hair removal because I used to have a beard down to here. Um, yeah. And on top of laser and electrolysis, I also did voice lessons to basically change my voice, because unlike trans men whose voices drop, like as you go through hormones, mine would not. It doesn't change, unfortunately. Hormones don't touch your voice. Your vocal cords can get longer, they can't get shorter. So in order to actually have a better voice, I actually had to like get trained in how to speak in a different way.
Oh, well, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
See, oh my gosh, the more you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you feel like the hormones have affected your sex drive? Like, is it crazier than before, or pretty similar?
I At first I just kind of tamed it completely down. So when I first started hormones, it was spironolactone and estrogen. Spironolactone gets rid of all your testosterone in your entire system, and then estrogen obviously starts the puberty process for women. So like, yeah, exactly. And then after I started all of that, like my sex drive dropped completely. And I was like, man, this sucks. I enjoy this. So what am I going to do about it? After I got my surgery done, I talked to my endocrinologist, and I started progesterone, and then my sex drive skyrocketed, and it went right back to where it was. Um, and progesterone completely changes things from my end as far as how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And I love it. Um, yeah, basically it's the same hormones that happen during um like female menstruation and pregnancy that give women their kind of drive. So
Oh,
yeah.
well, nice. That's intriguing.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna not assume that you ladies have the same three H's as us boys, because for us, or at least so far for all of the other trans men that I've talked to, them three, like when like as soon as we start hormones, it's like you hungry, you hot, and you want to hunch everything, or you just want to hump all the time. Like, but what was it for you? Like, did y'all do? And now I don't know how to phrase the question. Because would you technically have those H's? Like, do y'all have hot flashes, or like like did you have hot flashes too?
So I actually had some different things. I actually got cold flashes. Estrogen actually causes you to get like really cold. So when I first started, it was like I'd have random times where I was freezing, and I thought I had a fever, and I'd go and check my temperature. Nope, you perfectly fine. Um, and It was interesting. I did get hot flashes when I had my surgery, because I actually went through menopause because they took me off the hormones ahead of my surgery. So, like, I have had the unfortunate experience of going through menopause for about 3 weeks before my surgery. And so, yeah, no, we have like cold flashes, but things really do change sexually, especially in how things feel. They're very different. So
Okay, see, that was lucky. That was gonna be my next question. Sensation wise, is it how is that?
I amazing. So actually I like it now better than I did before, a whole bunch, because when you start hormones, like it doesn't hit right away. Um, but about 6 months in, things really start to change. And I went from having like erections, they went away. I could no longer get an erection. And then after that, I started feeling things in other parts of my body other than just down there. And then it spread. So by like 9 months in, I was having full body orgasms, as many as I wanted. And like, um, completely changed things. So they were more intense. They were completely different. It was much more psychological instead of just like, I want to fuck something, and have this like one little tiny, bit at the end where I feel amazing. Um, it changed it to an entirely different experience. And that's not changed. Even
Holy
post.
shit.
Yeah.
This one was a mind fuck. I like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question would be, and this one is gonna, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready for your answer for this shit here, especially because you are in a poly relationship.
Mhm.
So I know this answer is gonna be interesting. Dating as a trans woman, what's your green area and your red zones?
Mhm.
As far as like, like I guess like do you prefer, well you said one of your partners is also a woman of trans experience.
Mhm.
So do you prefer to date T on T,
Mhm.
or do you like cisgendered heterosexual men? What's your preference?
I I am a panromantic demisexual, so that means that I don't give a shit about gender whatsoever. So pansexual in that sense. But the difference is that demisexual meaning I don't get attracted to someone unless I like them as a person. So I basically like will have zero attraction to someone, and then I start to make a real genuine connection, and all of a sudden I'm attracted to them, regardless of how they look, who they are, that kind of thing. Um, so I currently have two girlfriends, one cisgender, one transgender. Um, I date men as well, but they suck most of the time, especially cis men. I'm just gonna say that. Like cis men in particular. I'm just gonna say that. They I don't know. I've been fetishized by them quite a bit. Trans men love dating them more often because at least I'm not fetishized in the way that cis men do. I also don't find that like trans men have this like crisis every time I date them, but cis men do. They have this weird like, oh, does that make me gay? Like fucking thought process. And yeah, you roll your eyes, but every single one of them seems to go through it. And I'm like, no, like you're not
Same here.
like boobs, like vagina, like look at me. You're good.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really funny to me that they have this crisis in their head of like, what does that make me? Who am I as a result of this? Like, that I'm attracted to this person. And sometimes I just don't have the fucking mental capacity to deal with that BS. Like, I'm just like, I, get over it, get some therapy, maybe. I like figure that out on your own, because I can tell you exactly what I just told you, like you're fine and everything, and I will. But beyond that, that's got to be something you deal with in here, not necessarily me. Um, more often than not, it's because of societal problems, right? Because their friends may think that about them, um, and they don't have that same like self fortitude that a lot of trans people do, because we've had to go through the work of understanding it doesn't matter what anybody else fucking thinks. Like, we are who we are, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Hello.
So I they I understand it. I think one of the things that every person in life struggles with is codependency. In particular on like it took me 29 years to come out. I'm now so I was 29 when I came out, and now I'm 32. So I've been out for 3 years almost now. And but it part of the reason I didn't come out was always that, well, what are other people going to think of me? Am I going to lose my family? Am I going to lose my friends? I think they go through that same kind of thought process. What are the people going to think of me now that I'm dating a trans woman? And I think that is where a lot of that comes from. Whereas if I'm dating other trans people, there is no boundary on that.
Yeah.
If I'm dating lesbian women, there's no boundary on that. They've already broached that hurdle and gotten past that. So I want to date more cis men, but that doesn't mean that like it's easy.
Yeah.
So more often than not, I date trans people and women, cis women. So not out of necessarily a preference, though.
So see, yeah, that's why I say like the green zone versus like the red zone being as in like too frustrating, too much to, because like I feel you. I like cis man, but it's just too much that comes with dealing with him. And I get annoyed quickly. I get annoyed
Yeah.
so fast. Because I like the boys that look like boys, but they're
Mm-hmm.
pretty boys. And it's like, I don't know, because I'm attracted to feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't too much care for anatomy, don't care about gender. I see
Yeah.
the pretty in you, and that's what attracted me to
Yeah.
you,
Like
you know?
that's exactly it, right?
Or like how you were saying how, cisgender men have that crisis of am I gay and all of this. It's literally the same with me, except for it's more so you kind of have to admit you don't have to identify as gay. If you're not into men, you're into me, but you have to admit that I am a man, and being that you're into me, this is a gay situation. Because to say otherwise would discredit my gender and my transition, which is why I just
Mhm.
kind of I avoid that. Lay
Yeah.
them down, let them get up, and send them on their way because I don't have time.
Right.
And it's like, and sometimes they go overboard trying to make me comfortable, like
Mhm.
trying to be supportive with like the nicknames. It's
Yeah.
just it's like thank you, but calm down. You do it too much.
Right. Why can't you just like treat me like you would anybody else? Like,
Exactly.
just I'm a human being. Like, let's just go have some fun and hang out and date and have fun, and there's nothing more complicated to it. I don't need you to like go overboard on trying to show that you're an ally. Just be. And by doing so, you are an ally. You are existing around us and showing us support by treating us the same as you would anyone else.
Exactly. So
So,
see, yeah. I'm so glad that we got this interview done today, despite all the technical difficulties
mhm,
of well, that's crazy because it was this morning for me and it was like way early morning for you.
mhm.
So well, we got it together.
Yeah,
Thank you for stopping in and chatting with me. I look
yeah,
forward to the next chat. Yeah,
absolutely.
appreciate you till next time.
All right. Take care. All right.